Habit 1. Accept what you cannot control. Epictetus taught, "We cannot control our external circumstances, but we can control how we respond to them." The Stoics called this the art of acquiescence, the acceptance of reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This acceptance isn't resignation, but the first step toward effective action. When we stop fighting against immutable circumstances, we free our mental energy for productive responses. This practice builds resilience by preventing us from wasting emotional resources on the impossible and redirecting them toward what's within our power to change. Habit 2. Practice gratitude. Count your blessings every day, and especially before you go to bed at night. Practice an attitude of abundance instead of a mentality of scarcity, advised Marcus Aurelius. Gratitude transforms our perspective from focusing on what's missing to appreciating what we have. This shift isn't merely positive thinking, it's a profound realignment of our relationship with reality. By beginning each morning acknowledging specific things we're grateful for, we train our minds to recognize abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude doesn't eliminate challenges, but provides the emotional resources to face them with greater equanimity and perspective. Habit 3. Focus on your reactions. Marcus Aurelius provided this powerful reminder. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Our reactions to events, not the events themselves, determine our experience of life. By incorporating reflection into our morning routine, we can cultivate greater awareness of our habitual reactions and create space to choose more constructive responses. This might involve journaling about potential challenges in the day ahead and contemplating how you wish to respond rather than react. With practice, this pause between stimulus and response becomes second nature, allowing us to maintain emotional equilibrium even in difficult situations. This capacity forms the core of resilience, the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively to adversity. Habit 4. Challenge negative thoughts. Seneca observed, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." Our minds naturally gravitate toward catastrophic thinking, particularly when facing uncertainty. Stoicism encourages us to subject these thoughts to rational examination. During your morning routine, identify any anxious predictions about the day ahead and question their validity. Ask yourself, is this certainly true? What evidence contradicts this thought? What's the most realistic outcome? This cognitive restructuring prevents unnecessary suffering from imagined scenarios and preserves our mental resources for actual challenges. By developing this habit of challenging negative thoughts, we build resilience through greater cognitive flexibility and reduced emotional reactivity. Habit 5. Develop emotional intelligence. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now." Emotional intelligence begins with recognizing and understanding our emotions rather than being controlled by them. A Stoic morning practice might include monitoring your emotional state upon waking and throughout your morning routine. Notice emotions without judgment, identify their triggers, and consider their impact on your thinking. This awareness creates space for choosing how to engage with emotions rather than being driven by them. Developing emotional intelligence builds resilience by preventing emotional hijacking during stressful situations and maintaining access to our full cognitive resources when facing adversity. Habit 6. Cultivate virtue. Epictetus taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." The Stoics identified 4 cardinal virtues as the foundation of a good life: courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control. Each morning, we can set an intention to embody these virtues in specific situations we anticipate that day. For courage, we might prepare to speak up in a difficult conversation. For wisdom, we could plan to seek understanding before forming judgments. For justice, we might commit to treating others with fairness and compassion. For self-control, we can identify potential temptations and prepare strategies to overcome them. By orienting our daily actions around these virtues, we develop an internal compass that guides us through adversity with integrity and purpose. Habit 7. Be mindful of the present. Seneca cautioned, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." Stoics emphasized that the present moment is our only point of power. Incorporating mindfulness into your morning routine allows you to fully engage with the beginning of your day rather than rushing through it while mentally elsewhere. This might involve mindful attention to the sensations of your morning shower, the taste of your breakfast, or the feeling of your feet connecting with the ground as you walk. Regular mindfulness practice builds resilience by strengthening our capacity to remain present during difficulties rather than becoming overwhelmed by anticipatory anxiety or rumination about past failures. Habit 8. Prepare for adversity. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you first rise in the morning, tell yourself, 'I will encounter busybodies, ingrates, egomaniacs, liars, the jealous and cranks.'" The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, involves deliberately anticipating potential challenges. During your morning routine, take a few minutes to consider what challenges might arise in the day ahead and how you would ideally respond to them. This mental rehearsal develops psychological antibodies that strengthen us against actual adversities when they occur. By removing the element of surprise from difficulties, we maintain greater emotional equilibrium when facing them. Habit 9. Establish a structured morning routine. Epictetus recommended, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." The Stoics recognize that how we begin our day sets the tone for everything that follows. Creating a consistent morning routine that incorporates reflection, physical activity, and intention setting provides a foundation of stability regardless of external circumstances. An effective morning routine might include waking at a consistent time, brief meditation, physical exercise, reviewing your values and priorities for the day, and preparing your mind for potential challenges. This structure builds resilience by establishing a reliable foundation that remains constant even when other aspects of life are in flux. Habit 10. Seek wisdom from others. Seneca advised, "We need to see clearly what is in each thing, both the thing itself and its cause." Stoics value learning from others who have navigated challenges successfully. They study the writings of earlier philosophers and observe people who demonstrated wisdom in difficult circumstances. Incorporating reading or listening to wisdom literature into your morning routine connects you with insights beyond your personal experience. Even 15 minutes spent with Stoic texts or other wisdom traditions can provide valuable perspective on your current challenges. You will likely end up expanding your mental toolkit with strategies and perspectives you might not discover alone. Habit 11. Create a support system. Marcus Aurelius observed, "People exist for the sake of one another." Despite their emphasis on self-reliance, the Stoics recognized the importance of community. They understood that humans are social beings who flourish through meaningful connections. As part of your daily practice, you might consider how to nurture your supportive relationships or how you can contribute to others' well-being that day. Perhaps you schedule brief check-ins with friends or family, or plan to offer assistance to someone facing difficulties. Creating and maintaining a strong support system builds resilience by providing practical assistance during challenges and emotional reassurance that we're not facing difficulties alone. Habit 12. Remember your comebacks. Chrysippus once said, "A broken blade, when reforged, cuts deeper. Each defeat you endure is but a forge for your spirit's sharper edge." Our past resilience provides evidence of our capacity to overcome current challenges. During your morning routine, you might recall previous difficulties you've successfully navigated. By specifically recalling the strategies that helped you overcome past challenges, you access practical wisdom for your current situation. If you enjoyed exploring these timeless insights and found value in them, remember to subscribe, share, and like for more enlightening quotes.